Hello everybody, it is Thursday, you know what that means. Welcome to As Seen on Vice TV, the untitled wrestling podcast. We're back. We've been dragged out of obscurity by a very brief appearance on a wrestling television show. What I'm referring to is if you watch the Samoa Joe Necro Butcher match episode of Dark Side of the Ring, there is a very brief clip of Aaron and Ryan watching the match that I've not seen the clip. Do they react to it? Do they make a face or something?
I haven't seen the clip. I've only seen the screenshot that we were sent by Sam the VA mod. Also, book Sam the VA mod for your work. He's great.
Yeah, he's so good.
But
and they didn't pay us or nothing. So
they didn't even contact us, as far as I'm aware. But it's one of those things where it's fair use because it's
on YouTube.
It's like YouTube to telly.
Plus, it's Darren and Ryan, so technically it's worth nothing. So
that's true. I mean, we couldn't even get Ryan to do these predictions. He fucking big league does. He's been on television for 5 seconds.
It has no cultural value whatsoever. It's been independently assessed, and we are literally the junk food of wrestling media.
Can I just say, I'm so glad you said you've seen it from Vice TV instead of As Seen on Dark Side of the Ring, and then just given no context, because that would have been worse.
Yeah.
So it's been a while, but it is me, your boy Big Tasty. I'm joined by Jay.
Hello.
And Faye.
Hello.
To talk all about. Right, I'm going to be careful. I've called this the wrong thing 4 times today.
It's AEW.
When I was trying to find the card, I googled the wrong name 3 times.
Did you type in Requiem? Because I did that today.
No, but I've repeatedly called it Revolution, which is a TNA thing. More about that later.
That's also
Revolution's
an
AEW thing.
Oh, AEW. What was the? I called it a TNA one as well. And
Final Resolution.
I typed in Retribution, which just gave me the wrestling stable, which made me very upset.
I mean that's like one AEW guy, isn't it? So.
Yeah, but it is. Of course, Redemption, the other R word. That's happening this weekend, so we're going to talk a little bit about that. But first, Faye is here. I am here.
Faye is here.
Jay is here.
No!
I can only mean it's a quick one this week. It's time for a TN Faye.
Oh.
Remember TN Faye? It's back in POG form. So, in honor of the 1-year anniversary this week of Eric Bischoff saying that TNA's TV deal will see it replace AEW as the number 2 promotion in American wrestling, I would like Faye to take you back once more, because we're going to mine this year for decades to the glorious year of 2010.
Oh, the glory days of the Bischoff Omegaverse.
I don't want that.
To a time when AEW, TNA, you could say, stood at a crossroads. You know that episode of The Simpsons with Maggie, where it's like the Flanders and it's all lovely and sunny, and then it's like the Simpsons and it's like the horrible swamp.
Yeah,
kind of like that. So on the one hand, ready to go, not guaranteed, but deep in negotiations was Paul Heyman to come in as creative director of TNA, basically to take over.
I'm not sure I like that either.
Well, this was when Heyman was a little less problematic back in the day.
Okay.
He was thought of a lot higher by
this was, so just to put it into context, this was just after Heyman had left WWE because he was trying to do what they ended up doing with NXT with ECW. So he'd done the SmackDown 6 and stuff like that, and he was pretty well thought of. He was quite hot at the time, not physically, man. They'd done they'd done the sort of rebirth of ECW, and he wanted to use it to kind of get a lot of younger guys over. He wants to put the belt on CM Punk pretty much on his debut.
And because TNA also didn't like paying the talent, it would have been a match made in heaven.
Yeah, absolutely. Would we have got Tommy Dreamer with the trench coat too?
No, because Paul Heyman's plan was, so he basically said his plan to revitalize the company was to focus on the X Division, which was hot at the time. Well, it was sort of starting to die a bit, but you went too far removed from the AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Christopher Daniels era when the X Division was absolutely banging. At this point, I think Abyss was X Division champion, or Doug Williams, and they did kind of fuck it.
It was.
Oh, don't like that.
It was Douglas Williams, wasn't it? Because
he tried his best. He tried his best with it, but
he was doing a lot of technical wrestling matches, and then he'd win with a tornado DDT because it was proof that he was a high flyer or something
Yeah,
stupid
like
that.
I'm coming off the top rope to appease you, and it was actually quite funny.
Yeah.
But it was just one of those with like I think it went on a little bit too long, and like I just want to see like Amazing Red do flippy shit, please.
One of my friends in work, whenever TNA is mentioned, will mention Abyss, and every time it feels like a personal attack.
Oh,
And he
Again,
doesn't understand why.
Not putting any of this on the wrestlers. They were doing the best. This was, in the words of Chris Jericho, a terrible idea from bad creative.
well,
We're quoting Jericho.
Yeah.
just to kind of get sidetracked, this was the same time they were trying to get Jericho as well,
Probably, yeah.
Wow.
because he'd left WWE.
I mean, they probably should have just stormed the government building. They probably would have.
I would have got him
It was
excited.
successful.
He denied that he was ever there, though. Like, so.
Right. So his plan was focused on the X division, and it was quite extreme. He wanted to get rid of, in his words, everybody over 40. What I'm calling the DiCaprio approach.
Yeah.
Valid.
So at this time, TNA had some issues. They had like not issues, but guys like Kevin Nash, Booker T.
Hogan.
I think Hogan was there. X-Pac had just come back, hadn't he? The Nasty Boys were there. The Dudleys. There was a lot of legends. And he said he was going to keep one. I imagine that probably would have been Kurt Angle.
I think Kurt wasn't quite 40 yet, was he, at that point?
Oh, he would have been, yeah.
Was he Perk Angle at that point? Or?
Oh God, yeah, he had eyes like fucking dinner plates.
Yeah.
It's again really funny to understand that Kurt Angle spent more time in TNA in his career than he did in WWE, which is a wild statistic.
Yeah.
So this was an option they had. It was on the table. It wasn't signed, sealed, delivered, but it was definitely open to doing it. He was going to come in. That was the proposal. On the other hand, they had in the swamp with the Frogs and Homer Simpson, they had Vince Russo.
Ooh.
Caveat, allegedly, Spike TV hated Vince Russo. The network execs hated him. And so what allegedly, and again, this is all alleged, what allegedly happened was Dixie Carter went with Russo because apparently better the devil you know, who books the fish market street fight match.
Have you seen any of the Dark Side of the Ring on TNA yet? That was like literally the episode before the one we were in. Well, it was a 3-parter. I imagine they'll probably talk about that because I've seen the first part of it, and it's largely like talking about like Russo's influence in TNA and stuff like that.
So what allegedly happened was Dixie Carter hired Vince Russo secretly to work on TNA. Then Spike TV people found out and then refused to renew their contract.
Yeah,
not fun. Why did they hate Vince Russo?
Because look at his television.
Was it not something to do with was it not something to do with when WWE were on it? Because he was working for WWE while they were on Spike TV.
I also know that Spike TV are probably the heroes in this piece because not only did that happen, they also got the Nasty Boys fired because they made quote off-color remarks at the network dinner.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, that was when Hogan brought in Bubba the Love Sponge as well.
Bubba the Love Sponge, yeah, who basically racially abused Awesome Kong and then got her fired when she punched him.
Yeah.
Bubba the Love Sponge?
Don't worry about it. He's the guy whose wife Hogan was fucking when he did the N-word.
He's the guy who released the tape.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's why the Hogan sex tape thing is such. Every time I try and explain to someone who doesn't understand wrestling, it destroys their brain. I'm like, Hulk Hogan, right? Hulk Hogan, the wrestler.
Jingle. I said your favourite word.
Was caught in a hot mic incident after he'd made a sex tape with his best mate's wife saying the N-word. I'm like, those words shouldn't all appear in the same sentence.
And they shouldn't make sense, but they do.
No, but they do. For anyone who wants the full kind of story on that.
For a minute there, I thought you were going to be like, if anyone wants the sex tape.
Oh God, no. No, for anyone who wants...
Jay bought it from the Gorka in their liquidation sale.
But for anyone who wants the full story on that, Behind the Bastards on the Peter Thiel episodes, cover it because Peter Thiel funded Hogan's lawsuit. So there's a whole like thing of how that whole like how how the video got recorded, how it then subsequently got released. It's fascinating.
Have they done Hogan yet? Because they really should if they haven't.
They haven't done Hogan, but he's been like a side bastard in like a couple of episodes.
The Vince
like
McMahon one, he did a lot about him, didn't he?
Yeah, he's a side bastard in the Vince McMahon one. He's also a side bastard in the Peter Thiel one.
Right,
I haven't watched that one, listened to that one yet.
The Peter Thiel one's fascinating because he's a fucking lunatic.
Okay. I love a podcast listen to while I'm in work, so.
But yeah, there we go. There's that's this week's. It's a bit of a meta one this week. It's not about an in-ring thing.
And I feel like I vaguely heard about all these things as well.
Yeah.
But do you know what the great thing about these TMFAs are? None of them. We don't lie about any of this stuff. It's all documented on the internet.
Really wish.
We started it with the plan of lying to you with a few like telling you some of the more ludicrous stuff, and then telling you like some lies that weren't as ludicrous, and then telling you something else more ludicrous to see if you'd like figure out whether it was a lie or not. And then it's just funnier to tell you the truth and watch you try and process what we're telling you.
It's like what you do in reality is silly enough that you don't need to lie.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm at this point now where whenever anyone mentions TNA, though, I just get this feeling of dread.
I do.
Do you know what's so funny as well? There's an entire generation of mostly British wrestlers who grew up loving it because it was on free TV. Like Sarah's dad, he used to love wrestling, but he never had Sky, so he watched TNA because it was on like Channel 5 or some shit.
It was on Challenge TV for a while.
Challenge TV, that's it, yeah.
And Bravo as well.
Bravo, yeah. Yeah. Also, if you watch the Dark Side of the Ring on it, there's a lot of funny Vince Russo lines. One I won't say on here. I'll just save it as like a surprise for people. But one where they're like talking about how the company got named. It's like, we need something that's gonna stand out, that's edgy, total non-stop action. And then it just cuts to Russo. He goes, "Tits and ass. That was my idea, bro." And it's fucking brilliant.
Where was the tits and ass on a pole match? Probably starring Stunny Siaki.
He looks so fucking pleased with himself when he says it, though.
Honestly, like, I have never watched the Dark Side of the Ring episodes ever.
It's
the only thing is, Jay, they signed Test but not Albert.
Yeah.
So they never even had TNA.
They signed Test, who'd had enough steroids to literally make his heart explode.
I mean, he did very much drop dead.
He did literally have a heart attack from having too many steroids in a short amount of time. But yeah. Should we get to the pay-per-view?
Let's move back to the future and let's talk about. I don't know what order we're going to go in here because I'm on the Wikipedia page for this pay-per-view.
I'm on Cage Match.
The running order is a shambles. Obviously, we'll end with what we think is going to be the main event. What we probably is going to be the main event.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll start at the bottom and I'll work my way up and I'll just sort of jiggle it around as we go, just like Vince Russo wanted us all to do. It's what he would have wanted.
Can we stop?
So we'll start with a match that was announced, I believe, this week, last night, maybe in fact, as we record this. The Bang Bang Gang, that being Jay White and Juice Robinson, versus the Dogs, David Finlay and Clark Connors, in a double chain tag team match.
That's gonna be fun.
All the fangirls are gonna be so normal about that.
I literally saw that like on Cage Match when I opened it. I was like, well, that wasn't announced last week.
Yeah, this is gonna kill Tumblr.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. Like, you have no idea.
What's Tumblr's views on David Finlay? Because I feel like he'd be like the odd one out in this.
Again, everybody has the view of like, it's Jay White, but like Jay White at home. There are some girls, but they're either there for like Clark or Driller, like, or Jay White. But Jay White's off limits, so you know it's fine. Jay White's off limits because he doesn't know what sex is.
He's never fucked.
He doesn't fuck. He doesn't fuck. Yeah, that's fair.
He's too pure. He just wants. He's like an action man. He's got nothing down there.
I will say, I said to you guys before, I don't like his fucking baggy pants. They can leave.
Yeah.
One thing I will say, I've really enjoyed all of the unhinged promos that have been happening in this feud.
Yeah, that one where like Juice was dressed as a vet was fantastic.
They got actual dogs like advertised and adopted for that. Those dogs were actual dogs that you could adopt. And I think people have adopted them.
I also like to think Juice wasn't allowed at like the dog orphanage because he was too unhinged and he was upsetting the dogs.
No,
I think
you'll
someone
scare the
tried to
dogs,
adopt
mate.
him.
You'll make them, you'll excite them too much, and then people won't want to take them home.
They want to try and adopt Juice.
Yeah,
And then there was a great clapback promo by the dogs last week as well, which was great. Where they could see it was like some of the things they listed was just Ace Austin's hair is problematic,
Wow.
and he said to Jay White, he said, "I'm not a nepo baby. It's just no one gave a shit who your dad was."
That's cold.
And it's like, oh shit, it's been great. Like you can tell these guys have got a lot of history. They know each other really well, and they're able to play on it a lot, which is great.
I can't wait until Alex Shelley eventually like comes in and just like is like, can you all stop fucking fighting, please? Just like angry wrestle dad.
So I mean this feud, like Jay White was basically like kicked out of New Japan by
David Finlay.
by David Finlay after Eddie Kingston like beating
After
him
he
to
lost to
lose
Eddie
New
Kingston,
Japan. Yeah, but David Finlay was like the sort of parting shot.
Yeah, because he was going to do like a farewell, wasn't he? After the match, he was going to say bye to the fans and stuff, and then Finlay battered him.
So they've obviously done this with the plan of, I'd assume, a Forbidden Door match, and then Jay White's just been perpetually injured every time Forbidden Door comes around.
Yeah.
So now it's like AEW's game, where it's like, oh well, we can actually just do this, and I think it's probably better that we've had like a couple of years since, because it's allowed David Finlay to
establish himself,
and to a lesser degree Clark Connors, because I think Clark's always had it, but he's just needed to figure it out.
He had that bang with Hangman, didn't he? Like when he first
I think Clark's the big winner in this. Like giving it a bit more time. I think it's really helped him establish, like you say, Jay establish himself, grow. I didn't give really much of a fuck about Clark Connors the first Forbidden Door, but now I really like him.
Yeah,
great, isn't he?
I mean the fact that as opposed to having what would have probably been like a year to really develop as a character, to having and even to the point where like when he started in AEW, he completely like changed his image up. And
yeah, I mean, I think a part of this is because you make anybody stand next to Tekla that often, and it makes them like 20% cooler.
Yeah, that's true.
Pete saw them in Camden Market in Forbidden Door weekend last year.
Yeah, presumably people were just fainting around them.
And Clark Connors was still wearing his cowboy hat.
I love that.
I think he only takes it off to wrestling so he doesn't get it dirty.
Yeah.
But yeah, this, like you say, Jay, this match is going to be silly fun. I would not be opposed to them extending this feud and maybe doing Finlay and Jay at All In, maybe. That'd be nice for a treat for us.
I think that's probably where they're going. I think I feel like just to kind of go into pick territory, my pick's the dogs, because I think that Finlay is basically going to just hit Jay with the shillelagh like to death. And yeah, that'll probably get us then to where we're going. I mean, there's also the possibility.
What if they tie Jay up in the chains and hit Juice with the shillelagh while Jay watches?
Oh, and then, I mean, I think rather than them doing like David versus Jay at All In, which would make sense, I wouldn't be surprised if they did like some kind of, not Stadium Stampede because they've just done it because Jericho's going to make it about him. But something of that ilk, but like with the dogs and the Bang Bang Gang, so you could have like, you could have obviously.
Have we had Anarchy in the Arena this year?
No, but it's a stadium, so they need to do something like that. But to be honest, even if it was just like a big silly like no holds barred match of that ilk, like
what if they pre-shot it in Wembley Arena? There is an arena right there. It's right next door.
Yeah, but they could literally, if say for example, if they take Juice out for this match, they could literally have like Jay White, Ace Austin, and the Guns versus the Dogs and Driller.
Yeah,
because Gabe will be back from the G1 by All In.
Yeah,
you've got to assume Gabe's like not gonna not be on the card for Wembley.
I love that Gabe called the G1 a C2 knockoff.
He's just a menace, isn't he?
Yeah, I really don't like that I'm enjoying Gabe Kidd do things.
Feels forbidden, doesn't it?
He's just such a wonderful prick, like
Yeah.
in like the
Such an
best possible way.
yeah.
Okay, so I mean, yeah, I'm with you, Jay. I could see. I think the dog could do with a winner, especially after coming off the tag loss to Copen Cage.
I would also just like a crazy Jay White crash out promo as well, please.
Yeah, Jay White. Again. I think I can see Juice taking the pin because I think Jay needs to be protected of it because I think he's going to have to go over eventually over Finley.
Yeah, because
I,
eventually they're
I
gonna have to put him in the title picture, aren't they?
well,
Yeah,
I think he's going in a title picture, not necessarily the world title picture. I think. I mean, the other option for All In is just do Jay White versus Mox because that'd be nice.
Do Jay? Oh my God! Don't do that. I won't survive. I
That
can't deal with that
that'd
because
make me personally happy.
Mox can't beat Jay White.
Well, exactly. So that's why you put Mox against.
Oh, it's so good.
But no, because the thing is with Mox's not to get too sidetracked, but with Mox's like Continental Championship run, he's been beating guys that he's not been able to previously beat. Like he beat Kyle O'Reilly, he never wrestled a card. He beat Takeshita, he beat Fletcher, he beat fuck who else did he beat that he'd not beaten before? Oh, Osprey.
yeah,
And every time he's like got like a big title defense. Not recently because obviously like guys like Bandito we'd never wrestled before,
Mhm.
and I can't remember who. There was someone else he wrestled not that long
Was
ago.
it Brody?
No, it wasn't Brody. I don't think he's wrestled Brody yet for it. Doesn't matter anyway. But like
yeah.
the whole thing is he's either wrestling people he's never beaten or wrestle people he's never wrestled before, so therefore he's never beaten.
But I would just like him to lose against Jay White.
But yeah,
So,
and also if he loses it at all, in then there's nothing stopping him getting that plastic bag.
I
I'm
could
just
see.
murdering who? Kenny?
Osprey.
Will?
I could
If he
see.
murders Kenny,
I
I'd
could see
die.
Jay White. I could see Jay White. Now he's back, picking up a mid card title, maybe even a TNT title or something like that. He could do a little workhorse title. If Kevin Knight's moving on to bigger things, that'd be cool. And we'll talk about Kevin Knight a bit. Moving on then, next match. It's speaking of championships. It's how about the international championship? To determine the number one contender, it's Jack Perry versus the Beast Mortos. Remember him? He's back.
In hog form?
Versus Commander versus Speedball Mike Bailey. Now I've got the other two participants on here, but it's not airing until Collision, so I'll tell you what the matches are going to be. I won't tell you who the participants are because that'll spoil it if you've not.
You just tell us and bleep it out.
So, are we doing a video version of this?
We will be doing a video version of this.
Will that go out before Collision?
Well, what I was probably gonna do is schedule this for Friday, or maybe either Friday night or Saturday morning.
Because I was going to give visual clues based on who's going to win when I read the match up, but I won't do that because I don't want to ruin it for anybody. So it's going to be there's two sort of qualifying matches. It's AR Fox versus Nick Wayne in one of them, and Leo Rush versus El Clon in the other one.
Ooh.
Okay.
Basically, all the visas came through, so everybody's back.
I mean, I can fuck with Leo Rush versus Alcalon.
Yeah, that's going to be good. And can we just say, so this is a ladder match. So Beast Mortos is going to be the base Mortos in this match. And he's also going to jump off a ladder and hit someone dead hard, which is going to be brilliant.
And he's going to hit someone with a ladder as well.
So this was weird, wasn't it? 'Cause from what I understand, Tony Khan announced this because Mystico got hurt.
Yeah. So he's like, well, all I have now is 6 luchadors.
So, well, they were doing a whole thing where like Mike Bailey was trying to get a big match on the card, wasn't he? So I'm assuming it was going to be Speedball versus Mysticon, which would have been sick.
Yeah.
I think I'm happier with this.
But now the fajitas have come out sizzling.
Oh, they sure have.
So, yeah, picks for this. I mean, Speedball, right?
I think Speedball, because you'd assume that the winner is gonna challenge either at All In or just before All In.
Yeah.
I think I'd be okay with Speedball because that's like the safe pick.
Speedball's like
Um,
the hometown guy as well. Like it
mhm.
makes a lot of sense to just like, because the thing with AEW is they're very like the antithesis of like the way WWE book people in the hometown, in the sense that they don't like pissing people off when they're seeing their hometown hero and having them getting beat. Obviously,
Mhm.
like they do a lot of the time. They do it like on TV, but like on a pay per view, largely if it's in the hometown, with the exception of, I believe it was MJF when he lost the title to Joe,
And whenever the Young Bucks are ever anywhere,
and
like in their hometown.
and whenever the Young Bucks are anywhere.
But
But
it
for
does
them,
it does feel like now would be a really good time if we're pushing Kevin Knight up as one sort of upper mid card guy, and if we push Speedball up at the same time, and they both sort of ascend like
Yeah.
in parallel, and then they can meet higher up the card, which would be really nice. Maybe for in a one contenders match down the line or something like that. That'd be really fun. Or if we're sort of heating them both up a bit now to go deep in the C2, and they can have a big semi final or something, that would be really fun.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if like they would kind of like, a lot of the guys they're heating up now, they want to have like a good C2. Like Speedball had a good C2 last year. I wouldn't be surprised if he was like a semi-finalist like this year's C2.
Like I say, if they meet in an important match towards the end, him and Kevin, there's a really nice story there, because they can do that thing where they sort of, because Speedball's kind of done with him, isn't he? He's got to be sort of had enough. They can do that thing where they just don't really interact for a little bit, and then it can all just come back together in a tournament or something like that, and they can bring it all
AEW is
back up.
so good at that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that'd be a fun match. Speaking of fun matches, maybe this one might get a star rating. Hikaru Shida versus Maya World.
Oh,
Yeah, that's gonna bang.
that will be fun.
Dave Meltzer's going to have to just leave the room, apparently.
Yeah.
I
Oh, his
love
laptop. Like,
I love the
okay.
fact that he went on holiday, and then it was like, oh wait, are you going on holiday? All right, well we'll give you a little bit of a pass. And then it turned out you went on holiday to Mexico to go watch a CMLL show. It's like, oh Dave, you little fucker.
I saw, that Uno meme that like do something called Draw 25,
Yeah.
and it was rate Mercedes Moné versus Maya World or become Mexican, and then it was just a picture of Dave Meltzer in Mexico. And it was like, yeah, fair. Like, Mandis went to another country, so he didn't have to give that match a star rating. What an absolute weirdo.
Yeah, so bizarre.
I mean,
did he hate it? Like, is he scared that the fans are going to turn on him if he rates it badly? Like, what's going on?
no, well, from what he said was, because he said with that one, because there was like some issue, like there was some issues at the start of the match, he wanted to rewatch it like at home, because he was like, I really enjoyed it in the arena, but I want to rewatch it. That, which is fair, but then also a guy who like does as much work as Dave Meltzer does can't really go, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch that half an hour match again when I get home, when I'm gonna do my review of it.
And didn't he
And
like review like the entire of Dynamite like in between that as well? And that's why a lot of people were giving him stick.
yeah, I think yeah, he did, but like I mean I get it, because obviously this is a guy who watches like at least 15-20 hours of wrestling a week.
Yeah.
So I understand like there's the half an hour window there that he's gonna have to try and figure out.
Yeah, but if I said to my boss, sorry, boss, I can't do
Yeah.
that half hour of work you asked me to do because I have to do another 20 hours of work in my working week, he'd punch me in the face.
Yeah, but also
And
Dave Meltzer's his own boss.
And rightly so. Yeah, but come on, mate. Half an hour in your 40-hour work week. You can fit
Yeah,
it in.
but Mercedes made that really good point, didn't she? Where like he was like, "Oh, I'm flying home from wherever," and she was like, "Can someone send him like the
A link
VOD,
to it, yeah.
like so he can watch it while he's on the fucking plane?"
Yeah.
Like
Dave, I will buy you a my AEW subscription if you need it, mate.
it's okay. Times are hard.
But yeah, we're doing these women of the service by not talking about them. Hikaru Shida versus Maya World, TBS Championship match. Shida is having a great time as TBS champion. I'm really enjoying it.
I love Shida.
The best is Shida. That's what TBS now stands for.
I want them to do more with the whole fact that they had Persephone like cost stat. Like I thought
they're getting there. They're getting there.
No, but I thought what I mean is I thought they were gonna have like Persephone and Shida like as a team, which was like, oh, that's kind of cool. But
nah, Shida don't need no one. It's not.
Shida's awesome.
I don't think it was about helping Shida. It was about stopping stuff for Persephone.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
that's. I guess they've got the Mexico show, haven't they? In August, is it?
Yeah.
And can we just put some love on Maya World, because my God, what a tear she's on at the moment.
Yeah.
She's become a legitimate star. Like she's surpassed. She's moved so far up the card. She's
So quick as well, though.
Yeah, she doesn't feel out of place in this match at all. Like, I'm excited. I can't see Sheeta losing, but Maya World's gonna have a great match for her.
I feel like Maya World's like kind of in the position that someone like Speedball was in like last year, where they're to have good matches with people while gradually getting up the card.
So, and again, I'm not saying on the same level from a technical standpoint, but in the same position that Carl Fletcher was in about a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I think that's one thing that AEW is really good at, with like when they have a situation where they need to just like rejig something on the fly. They're really good at like kind of not even maximizing it, but like continuing the momentum. So like, for example, and at the start they would have maybe had, this person couldn't wrestle, so we're going to put this person in the match. And then
there's always someone on the banner, isn't there? Like that can like slot in so quick.
Like the prime example for me is Kevin Knight. I know Kyle Fletcher's like another really good example, but look at Kevin Knight. Like, he literally replaced Jay White in a match because he got hurt
in the C2.
No, it was in the own.
Oh yeah, sorry, I knew it was in a tournament.
But either way, he replaced Jay White on a pay-per-view match, had an absolute barn burner with Will Ospreay, and then because of that, the fans wanted to see more, and the faith that was put in him was repaid by him getting more opportunities, to the point where he's where he is now, and he feels like not only is he the TNT champion and like with the most defenses ever, but he also feels like he's a guy ready to like take over the main event. Like,
it's what Swerve said
any
right,
fucking day now.
Just do your jobs and
like do your job, and and he was so right for that. Like, and look where it gets people.
So yeah, gonna be a fun match. Really excited to see what Maya and Sheeta do. Sheeta's back and she's fantastic. She's looking really good. She's wrestling really well. Maya World is really exciting. Excited to see how far she goes. Yeah, can't wait for that. It's gonna be really good fun. Next up then, just to cause Faye a little bit more emotional turmoil, the Death Riders, Jon Moxley and Will Ospreay versus the Young Bucks.
You say emotional turmoil, right? But I'm going to have the best time, like the best.
But Moxley's going to make Ospreay drop Matt Jackson on his neck like several times.
See, I just want Mox to just throw Matt Jackson around like a lot. I'm hoping that's what happens.
So this match is, the way they're billing this is the Bucks are trying to show Kenny that Ospreay's evil, basically.
Oh no. And I've seen the match for Collision as well. That got announced, and I'm just like, oh.
So basically, the Bucks are like, Ospreay's one of the Death Riders now. You've got to be careful going into All In. We're going to show you how wrong he is, basically, by letting him murder us. Like,
what if Ospreay?
This is going to be like that PWG match all over again.
Don't do that. What if Ospreay just
fucking producing this?
What if Ospreay just plastic bags Kenny at All In?
Nah.
And then just becomes full Death Rider, though.
I think I think it's more likely that because Ospreay's kind of given himself over to the Death Riders, and like he's not necessarily made a deal with the devil, but he's certainly like gone against like everything that everyone was warning him
bathing in the
about.
dirty pool, isn't it? Like, it's
and he fought against them, and now he's bleeding with them, and it's like, look at what happened last time he did this with someone who didn't quite fit into the group. Look what happened. You got a fucking plastic bag over his head and had to retire.
Brian was old, and like I think there's an issue of an air of like Moxley wants to hitch himself to someone who is on the way up, and Brian wasn't on the way up. I think with Ospreay, Moxley's going to be a little bit more content to take a back seat because he can ride Ospreay's coattails a little bit, because Ospreay makes the whole Death Riders better in Moxie's eyes, whereas Danielson was past it, and it felt like
Danielson's last run, didn't it? Like when
Mox had to take him out back and shoot him, whereas with Ospreay, he's someone who Mox can put front and center to sort of make the group look better.
I think there's two things which happens with Ospreay. It's either he's gonna win the belt and then Mox is gonna like basically like plastic bag him, and it's gonna be it's basically gonna be his way of like saying, yeah, I want to bring the belt back to the Death Riders. This is how I'm doing it, but it's got to be me, not you. Or the other thing that could happen is Ospreay takes over the Death Riders, and then
See, I think there's a chance that Moxley could just start living vicariously through Ospreay.
I think Kenny gets murdered.
Because Mox knows he can't be at the top anymore because he's just a bit too past it now. Like the next generation here now. So I think Ospreay
That's why he's got like Ospreay.
If he can't be the champion, he'll be with the champion.
The champion. Yeah. I agree. Because it's still, and it's funny because it's still at the heart of it all. It's still like what to really throw it back as well. It's still what Blackpool Combat Club set out to do.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Like
it's just gotten a little bit fucked up along the way. It's just gotten a little bit twisted. We've maybe choked a few people to death. But
it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's all in the name of making each other better, and that's what they're still doing. Like,
yeah.
Because I feel like we can't have another like dead Ospreay at another British pay-per-view again.
Why not?
We had that because we had it last time, and it's sad.
That's
so
fine.
We made a Kenny Omega instead and make the Young Bucks cry, and me.
Listen, you've got to send the crowd home happy, and the only way to do that is
I'm not saying Will doesn't die. I'm not saying Will doesn't win. I think Will wins.
No, the big
no.
Put a flag in it. The big shocking moment from All In is going to be Ospreay hitting the Tiger Driver on Kenny to win the match after he swears not to. He'll promise Kennedy he won't do it or some bullshit, and then Moxley will be like, "No, you've got to do what it takes."
Pull the trigger.
And then he'll do it.
And then Moxley will put a plastic bag over his head to send the crowd home happy.
You say that though, but usually the horrible stuff happens at All Out.
Yeah,
exactly. So it'll be more shocking.
We get this gorgeous moment at All In, and then we're like, "Oh, isn't this great, guys? Don't you just love life?" And then it's like, "No, I don't."
So anyway, then Bucks. I don't know how I feel about the winners here. Like the Bucks probably lose, right?
Yeah, the Bucks love to lose.
I don't know, because it feels like they're building up for either the obvious match at All In for the Bucks, or they're going to do like a big multi-man ladder match, which means they need to keep the Bucks looking.
See, here's my theory though. If you want the Bucks to lose, you could have the Bucks get screwed in this match, or the Bucks lose this match, and like afterwards they get a beat down from the Death Riders. Why not?
Do you think? I mean, they're not allowed to debut on this show, but
no.
Do you think that we get a teaser for a New Day coming?
Hear me out. So if the Bucks lose this one, and then the Death Riders do a bit of a number on them afterwards, Wheeler Yuta, Daniel Garcia come and batter them or whatever, and then next match we'll talk about in a second is the other tag match, also involving members of the Death Riders. Regardless of the outcome, I think there's probably champions retain. There's another potential beatdown after that match. The Bucks come out, make the save, and then they do that typical Bucks hand the belts over, but they don't quite let them go. Well, we want them. Ooh, are we going to have a match? Ooh, and then that's how you start to build the Bucks and whatever's going to happen. The tag team extravaganza match for All In.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I guess that like I think.
All you've got to say All In is it's Cope and Cage versus the Bucks versus a mystery opponent
versus the Motor City Machine Guns.
Yeah.
Or you could, if you want to do, you could do the Adam Cole Brian Daniels. I think you could be, here's your mystery opponent, and it's the Motor City Machine Guns. Oh wait, here's another mystery opponent, and it's Tuesday.
I think so. Dynamite next week's in Detroit, so I think it goes without saying that the Guns are showing up there.
I just want them to beat up Jay White, but I won't get that just yet because I don't get what I want.
Alex Shelley would never beat up his son.
Yeah, he would. Have you seen that match in TNA?
Not that one, anyway.
Fucking great.
Right, should we move on? Speaking of tag matches, should we move on to the other tag match then? So this is one we just alluded to. So Cage and Cope versus the other Death Riders, which is Pac and Claudio, which is a team I really enjoy, funnily enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, just two odd bastards. Why not?
I prefer Pac and Claudio to Claudio and Yuta.
Well, now if you've got in the Death Riders now, if like Moxley and Ospreay are like the top guys. If they're like the serious like ass kicking tag team, then you've got Claudio and Pac who are like the rough bastards who never quite get it done, and then you've got Yuta and Garcia as like the young guns who like probably usually fuck it up, but
Lil bros.
Yeah,
Garcia's got unfathomable Lil Bro energy.
Yeah, and Yuta is also here.
Yuta,
Aw,
Yuta's
my
a little
baby.
shit.
My sweet bean.
So Cage and Cope, Cage and Cope are winning here, right? With this train's going all the way to All In.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they want that champion pop at All In. They want that entrance. They want Metalingus at All In.
Yeah.
B, that match we just talked about. Because I mean, what happens at All In? I mean, that's a sort of tale for another time. Do you put it back on the books in front of the Wembley crowd? Do you hot shot it onto a new team? Do Cope and Cage retain? Like,
no.
See, this is why I mean the ladder match there makes the most sense, but also this is why I think they should do the Bucks versus New Day, or even just like don't have to announce it. Obviously, they can't. They can if they want, but they can't. If that makes sense.
Just do it on Giant Bomb like they fucking did yesterday.
Just fucking have the Bucks do like an open challenge at All In, and then the New Day accept.
Yeah.
Because I think
they want to announce it on BTE.
Because here's the thing,
like the old days.
Here's the thing: they want to have that big, massive, huge shocker of a pop that they love getting at All Ins. Like
have them invade the fan fest. The New Day invade the fan fest.
No, don't because they don't announce shit until the show. That's what I'm saying. Like because if you look at like when Ricochet debuted, we knew he was fucking coming, and then everyone lost their mind. Same with when Nigel returned. We didn't they love having.
Expect that ever.
Same with when Jarrett just came out of retirement for that.
And
for
Zack
that
Sabre Jr.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. They love having pops like that. Now they could even do a fucking tag team casino gauntlet.
I think that'd be good. I think that is what you do.
But I think Young Bucks have a fucking open challenge. Everyone knows it's going to be the New Day.
What if we did a casino tag team gauntlet for the titles and Cope and Cage the first guys in, so they get the big entrance, they get the time to do it. You know what I mean? We get the Metalingus, we get everything, and then we can have you can just throw another tag. You can put the Dark Order in there. You can put various permutations of the Death Riders in there, and then you can have either the New Day or the Guns come out as a special last team.
I mean, Motor City Machine Guns are debuting on Dynamite next week, mate.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Just in case
in Detroit.
Just in case they don't. Maybe Alex Shelley will miss his plane or something. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So we all go. I think Cage and Cope are probably winning this, aren't they?
Yeah.
With respect, it's going to be a great match because I think Claudio can have a great match in an empty room, and Pac is also fantastic, and Cage and Cope know what they're doing. So yeah, I really
Do you think
enjoyed.
We're going to get Sheamus in.
Not until October.
Okay.
Because that's when his contract runs out.
I really enjoyed Cage and Cope versus the Dogs actually at the last pay-per-view. I thought that was a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
I think Cage and Cope's tag team title run's been fantastic.
It's been low-key pretty good, hasn't
it? It's been really good. Like the match with FTR where they won it at Double or Nothing was really good. Like one of my favourite matches in the entire night. Because
making me care about FTR in the year of our Lord 2026.
Well,
I know.
Not even just that, just because it was like I was expecting it to be a good match, but I was like, obviously, they're two older guys. FTR have a very specific style, so there's only going to be a way it went. But that being said, it completely exceeded my expectations, and I was like, okay, that was fucking awesome. And then obviously, as you said, Ben, the Dogs was a really good match.
It was fantastic. It was genuinely really entertaining.
I think this match will be fantastic because I don't think either Christian or Cope have wrestled Pac before. And I know Cope's definitely wrestled. Claudio, don't know if Christian has.
Can Cope spear Pac out of a Black Arrow? That's what I want to
know. Absolutely. Yeah, he can. He can.
That would be excellent. Can we have that, please?
Or do the pop-up uppercut spot, and as Claudio's waiting for Christian to come down, Cope just fucking comes from behind Christian and spears him.
Oh, that would also be excellent. Yeah. Or he spears bloody when he's doing the swing or something.
Mm.
That would also be great. Anyway, moving on. It's all singles matches now, all the way to the end, and
boy.
it's nearly all titles. A lot of title matches. Considering this is like not a main pay-per-view, they put a lot of title matches on this card.
There's one I see there that isn't a title match, Tasty.
Well, let's talk about that first, and then we'll go to titles to the end. So this is the Painmaker, Chris Jericho, versus Tommaso Ciampa in a no-holds-barred match, which will be fine.
I think it'll be good because these types of matches favour Jericho.
And the match they had the other week was really good.
Oh, the Beach Break one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was...
But I hope we don't have that same case of like what happened with Cole. Where,
That was just, I don't know, I blame Sabu somehow for that. Like, he's not here anymore, we can do that.
I think with that, Jericho and Adam Cole just didn't have chemistry.
Which is mad, because they had a really, him and Kyle O'Reilly had a really good...
No, it was Roderick Strong.
Roderick Strong.
Yeah, had a really good Falls Count Anywhere match like a week. I think that just robbed all the sauce out of the feud. It was just like...
The thing is, I think since Jericho's come back, obviously he knew everyone was getting sick of his shit and that everyone thought he was washed. Give him credit, he's come back in much better shape. He's come back with his working boots on. Like obviously he knows the shit that he just can't do anymore. And he's not making it all about, I'm Chris Jericho, look at me. He's like actually like helping elevate guys.
And in a guy like Ciampa, he's not going to be trying to keep up with someone who's doing mad flippy shit. Like Ciampa's, he's a hard hitter, but he's not like stupid athletic. Like he does the basics very well, and he makes it look good. And so I think Jericho can work his style without it exposing Jericho, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think with because they've done like a couple of backstage brawls, haven't they? And they've done the match they had at Beach Break, and I think with all of that, like Ciampa's done a really good job of kind of hiding like Jericho, as you say, hiding Jericho's like weaknesses. Ricochet was the same when they had that feud. Like I think every match he had with Ricochet was really good, and I think that was largely down to the fact that Ricochet's Ricochet and he's fucking tremendous. I think I've weirdly got high expectations for this match because I think it will be fun.
I will be sports entertained by this.
Yeah.
And I'm ready for that to happen. And Ciampa deserves it because man's been putting the shift in. And he put a big post on Instagram about how he'd been waiting 6 months for this moment or something like that, like to have like a big pay-per-view match in AEW. So I'm really excited for him. I'm really happy for him.
Yeah, I don't know if he'll win this because he won the.
Because no one escapes Jerichoverse.
Well,
no.
The thing is, Jericho's pretty much lost every fucking match he's had since he's been back.
Yeah.
So it's like,
and he is the Painmaker now. Like he only pulls us out for special occasions, doesn't he? So
yeah, yeah. Unless Jericho's this whole like last run of Jericho's is like a retirement run where it's like
he's just gonna
he's gonna keep losing, and it's like, can I do this anymore until he gets to a retirement run? Like that's one way of looking at it, but it's Chris Jericho and he's fucking egomaniac. So
do you want to talk about a match that's going to be a totally different style to the one we just talked about?
Yeah.
How about Kyle Fletcher versus Bandito? That doing it for you?
That's going to get a few stars, isn't it?
Yeah. Does that butter your onions? Because holy shit, God. it's gonna do strange things to me, this match.
Like the potential.
We're gonna have to send someone round to come check on you.
just give me some smelling salts. I'll sort myself out. It'll be all right. I'll strap them to my face so when I inevitably pass out, it'll wake me straight back up again. It'll be fine.
The potential for this match though, like you've got the winner of this is facing the winner of the ladder match. Like there's a world where we could be getting Speedball versus Bandito at fucking All In.
Remember when we talked about the X Division? It's back, baby.
Like
in a Gravity's band match. When that happens,
Gravity got released. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
We wish Gravity the best.
The thing with this though as well is I genuinely can't see where it's going. Like, what's so weird about the international title picture at the moment is like, because obviously Takeshi had a really short reign and then Kyle's won it. There's a world where Bandito just beats Kyle here. I don't think it's going to happen, but there is. It's one of those things where I think of all the surprise results they could give us, this is probably the one.
there's still like an issue. There's issues with him and Okada now because they had that. So I don't know if you saw on Dynamite, Okada Rainmaker to Kyle by mistake.
Yeah,
just absolutely soul left his body.
Yeah,
I mean, I think realistically, it's probably going to be Kyle versus Okada versus Takeshita at All In. It's just whether the belt's involved. Which, based on,
you could do it all three for the belt. I'd be up for that.
Well, no, but what I mean is, it doesn't need to have the belt involved in it. But
that's got big open the show energy. Get everyone on their feet.
Yeah,
get the energy. Get the crowd going.
Nah, I think that's got when everyone's starting to get a little bit tired. Throw that on, and everyone's
when it's starting to get dark, and it's like, all right, let's pop it. Let's get the pink lights out for Kyle. Not like that.
You bringing me glasses?
Absolutely, bringing my glasses. Going to a wedding the weekend. I'm going to take them with me then.
Get your cuntiest attire out for Kyle Fletcher.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think there's a possibility that Bandido wins, and then the amount of like cool high flyers in that ladder match we've got that like nice little thing, or it's Kyle wins and then it's him and Takeshita and Okada All In. But
I mean,
it is literally like a coin toss for me, this one.
I think Kyle's going to win, and it's sorry about Speedball's neck, then, isn't it? Because that's going to be a bad time for him. Hey, moving on then.
True. Speedball Kyle 3.
We'll go to Mark Davis versus Andrade El Idolo for the AEW National Championship.
That's going to be good.
How you know?
Andrew Daddy's winning this, isn't he? There's no.
I would love. I think he is, and it'll be well deserved as well.
That being said, there's also the possibility MJF returns and costs him.
But if anybody has sort of worked right to their way to a title, I think it's Andrade. By just
when he came back, I could not have given less of a shit if I tried.
Yeah.
And then, and I'm trying to think, like he had that really good match. Was it the Bandido match he had first? That was like amazing.
Yeah.
Or was it? Because he had that, and then he had the Swerve and Kenny matches, didn't he?
Yeah.
Or was it the other way around? Either way, it doesn't matter anyway. But either way, like he had like
he proved everyone wrong, didn't he?
He had 3 very high profile matches in a very short space of time that were all excellent, and then it was like, okay, I'm paying attention. Then he had that match with Darby, and I was like, yeah, this guy's fucking
just the fact that he earned that pop in the cage was incredible. Like that was completely deserved, completely earned.
Yeah, because I think as well, like what people have got to remember is when he left, like his first run in AEW was clearly, oh yeah, like WWE don't want me, I'm gonna go here, and I think he just kind of like assumed he'd get stuff handed to him. Not saying he did, but I think he just kind of assumed like he'd be like,
I mean, yeah,
high up the card.
Man had some bangers.
He did, but also like he was
like he politicked his way to a lot of stuff, wasn't it?
We're not
no, I don't even think politics. I think he was just largely forgettable.
He didn't Miro it, like
until the final match against Miro, when they had like AEW's equivalent of Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg 1. Like some people say that match is still going on, because it was that slow. But yeah, like I think the way he left because of that match as well, like it was very sort of like when he come back, I was like, oh fucking hell, I hope he's not like gonna do the same shit.
Well, if you remember, like when he left, Tony actually made a point on social media to say that he was back any time.
In the press conference, wasn't it?
Yeah, he made a point to say that like he left amicably and there was no bad blood, and the door was always open for him.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I do think that when in his first run, I think he was he seemed like he was very open to doing stuff, but I also think like more so than guys like Miro and Malachi Black. But like,
it was the whole Sammy Guevara thing that sort of soured that, though.
Yeah, but I also think
that was more for Sammy than Andrade.
I also think more for Andrade, like when he came over originally, he thought he was going to be a much bigger deal than he was, and then obviously that didn't happen, and then he's come back this time and he's actually worked his arse off to like get to where he is now. And
he brought Roosh in, didn't he? And then like it was like, oh shit, everyone fucking loves Roosh.
Yeah, because Roosh is the better fucking member.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like it was that thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, but not to get like not to get too sidetracked from what the whole like this match, the fact that he's kind of come in and he's having he's currently for me in the argument for wrestler of the year. I didn't think that at the start of this year, but that's that's how good a performance he's put in. So I think even if he doesn't win this match, I think he's earned it. But I also think that there's a possibility that
I think best worker certainly.
I mean, let's not throw shade at Mark Davis. Man's having an absolute breakout.
Yeah, exactly. Mark Davis is my fucking breakout star, mate.
Yeah.
Like the guys had the year that Kyle had last year.
We saw what happened to Kyle when Mark got injured, and we just thought, oh, that's it. Mark's getting left behind now. You know, he's not gonna pick up the ball when he comes back. And then Jake Doyle got hurt, and it's like, oh, there goes another tag team partner. You know,
and Mark's had a few bad injuries as well.
Yeah, and he's not getting any younger, and he's had a few injuries, and he had a very stop start. He got injured, came back, and then immediately got injured again, and then went out again. And then when that starts to happen, you think, oh, is he just not done at this level now? And then I just come back now and be like, remember New Japan Star Wrestling? What if I just did that? A lot, and then it's just like, okay, yeah.
I hear you kids like Stan Hansen. Have you ever seen a lariat in person?
Remember when Stan Hansen worked Japan? Do you want me to show you what it looks like?
Do you remember when Stan Hansen grabbed people by the heels, picked them up, and hit pile driver them? No, because that's me. That's all me.
Also, shout out that they're not allowed to say it on TV, but his finisher is called Close Your Eyes and Count to Fuck, and it's the greatest. It's named after Run the Jewel song, and it's the greatest name for a finisher ever.
Yeah. Yeah, I think with this one, I've got a feeling Davis retains, and MJF's going to cost Andrade.
I'd be down with that as well. Also, shout out to the Time of the Progress show when I saw Mark Davis murder man like Darius. That was
amazing.
That was a weird day.
Good old Matt Davis. He's been popping up randomly in Rev Pro, hasn't he? Doing title defenses.
I think there's a good chance you'll show up at an Indies. You probably show up at an indie show the day before or something like that. You put him in Mystery Wrestling, mate. But book him now.
Do it.
Wouldn't surprise me if he's showing up at Mystery. I think he's more likely to show up at Rev Pro, but
do both. Have them run.
But there's a lot of breweries. There's a lot of breweries around with Mystery Wrestling on. Man's Australian, probably likes a beer.
Yeah.
He looks like he enjoys a couple of pints.
Yeah. He's got, like I said, I think it was on Tom's podcast, I said he's got huge drunk uncle at a barbecue energy.
Yeah.
He has.
So yeah, whatever happens, that's going to be an absolute banger. They're going to beat the piss out of each other, and I'm going to have a really good time watching it. But yeah, fantastic. Right, on to the two World Championship matches. So the first one, we have Tekla versus Willow. Don't know how I feel about this. It came out of nowhere, didn't it? Willow basically because of weird scheduling issues. Willow got injured, dropped the TBS title, and then came back a week after they crowned the new champion.
Yeah, I think. So for me, I think that the original plan was going to be Willow wins the Owen, and was probably gonna just sort of vacate the TBS title to focus on the women's title.
Mm.
I think I prefer it that she not that she got hurt, but I preferred it that she relinquished it due to injury than just I've won this. I'm not gonna.
But they've got an actual reason for it.
Yeah, absolutely. That being said, I think
Tekla retains.
No, I think Willow wins. I think for me, the plan was for probably Willow to win the belt at Wembley originally. And I'm in two minds. On the one hand, I think Tekla really deserves to walk out as champion at Wembley because I think she's been fantastic as champion. I think she really deserves it. But at the same time, Willow versus Mercedes is a match they want to put on a big stage, isn't it? And I think that the only place that they can put Willow versus Mercedes on is All In at this point because they've done it everywhere else.
Mm. And also, Tekla versus Mercedes is a bit weird because they're both heels, and that's.
I saw that the original plan at the start of the year was Tony Storm and Tekla at Wembley. Tony was going to win the Owen, and then obviously Tony is taking time off. So then it was it's going to be Willow versus Tekla. And then obviously Willow got hurt. Willow got replaced by Mercedes. So I think because at the end of the day, there's been so many changes in the women's Owen this year. I'd assume that the original plan, once they released the bracket, was going to be Willow Athena final.
Mm.
And then obviously Maya Whale blew up, Mercedes had replaced Willow. That was the more sort of compelling final to do. I think now the biggest match that AEW's women's division can do. And we had this conversation last year when it come to the Owen, and it was like the biggest match that AEW had in that division at the time was Toni Storm versus Mercedes Moné. The biggest show that AEW had that year was All In. That was why it made the most sense. For this right now, the biggest match they could probably do is Willow versus Mercedes at Wembley. So that's why I think Willow's winning here. But that being said, I do want to say
Tekla versus Mercedes would be a money match as well. Though, like they've never, they would do a proper hard hitting Japan star match. So so would Willow and Mercedes. But
based on what someone's been putting on social media in the last couple of hours, I think that Kyrie's going to show up and have a little stare down with Tekla, and then we maybe get that at Wembley.
That'd be good.
Possibly. So yeah. Either way, though, it's going to be fantastic. Willow, I can't wait to see Willow and Tekla, because Tekla, she's not very physically big, but she's very powerful, and Willow is a bit bigger, a bit more of a powerhouse. I think they're going to mesh. They're going to match it really well together.
I mean, you've just got to look at the matches that Tekla had with Stat earlier in the year, and when Tekla's against someone who's a lot more powerful than her, that's when she really seems to thrive, because she just lets them fucking throw her around like a ragdoll. Yeah,
and she's really slippery and tricky.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to it.
I think it's going to be brilliant.
Right, and then on to the main event then. A match that, again, I did call out as a possibility when we were on Tom's podcast the other week. Kenny Omega versus Kevin Knight.
Yeah, I think
Kenny's winning this.
Oh yeah, 100%. But I think Dave's going to lose a few more stars.
Yeah, this is going to be. I think this could be a real coming out party for Kevin Knight. This could be
a scale breaker, boys.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this is going to be brilliant. Obviously, it makes sense because Kevin Knight only did the cage match to earn a title shot. Apparently, MJF really campaigned to move his match forward so Kevin could have this match.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, give the devil his due. That's no pun intended. That's really a cool, that shows a top guy who's willing to sort of
wants to make new stars, wants to
move
company, isn't it?
Wants to raise guys up. Yeah, which
himself out of a pay-per-view match, which would have been a big deal to not even be on the pay-per-view.
And so you can like MJF, you can hate MJF, you can have whatever opinion you want about him, but
company guy.
Man has never gone into business for himself. He's always put the company first.
Yeah.
He is an absolute team player. In real life, he's a piece of shit on the mic, but when it comes to his actual actions behind the scenes, always puts the company first, always puts other people over, always makes stars.
Except for that one time with Wardlow.
Well, no, because he got squashed by Wardlow, so it made more of a big deal out of Wardlow. It was just more.
The only person he ever buried was Jay White.
That's fucking that's more like it.
Never forgive him for that.
Fuck that guy.
Maybe he knew he was just never going to be fit, and he was like, "This is just not worth it."
He just wanted to fucking. Jay White didn't know what he was doing. So
Jay White was like, "What?"
This is going to be great. I really feel now we have to start savouring Kenny Omega matches, like the last sips of a particularly beautiful bottle of wine.
Yeah. So obviously, Jen, my girlfriend's only got into AEW. She's only been into it for the last year, and one of her favorites is Kenny, and
it's because he's the best.
No, I know, but it's it's every time she's like, "Oh God, he's so good, isn't he?" I was like, "Yeah, but fucking savor it because it's not going to be long."
Oh, that's going to break Matthew's heart,
It feels going into this year's All In, Kenny's in a sort of place that Danielson was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Where it's it's the end's coming. It's coming sooner than we probably think.
In the form of a plastic bag.
I think Kenny is probably going to retire by the end of next year.
Oh.
Or at least maybe not retire, maybe do the sort of part-time Danielson schedule.
Interestingly, the way Kenny's talked a lot when he was in the run-up to this title reign, he talked about the end of his full-time career, didn't he?
Yeah.
He talked about his last run as champion as a full-time wrestler, He used the word full-time a lot to imply that maybe he would shift to a part-time schedule, which would be preferable to him just not wrestling ever again. Because please don't go, Kenny. I love you too much.
Yeah.
I think as well with Kenny, like he's obviously he's very beaten up, but he's still able to do it. Like it's like Danielson. Danielson was beaten up, but he'd still go out and be Brian fucking Danielson. And if I have a feeling that if they asked him to have a match tomorrow, he'd probably still have a very good match.
That's what I love about this match, though. The dynamic here is because, like, on paper, you think Kenny Omega beats Kevin Knight easy. Kenny's got the experience. Kenny's the champion. Kenny's one of the best in the world. But Kenny Omega, at this point in his career, against a young, motivated, hungry Kevin Knight, if that's the story you're telling, it's really. I mean, I don't think there's a world in which Kevin Knight wins it, but there's enough. Like.
There's enough reason that Kevin Knight does win it.
Yeah, there's enough doubt hanging over Kenny in terms of will his body hold up? Can he still go? Can he still do it? To just make you think, what if the young guy can just get the win? You know what I mean?
Well, he just fucking batters him. Like,
there's definitely going to be like that moment where Kevin gets like he's going to hit the UFO. He's maybe even hit 2 UFOs, and then it's going to be the near fall, and then Kenny's gonna like barely kick out, and it's gonna suck the breath out of everyone because they're like, "Oh no, this is it!" Like there's gonna be a Kenny does it so well, and then he'll fucking kick out a one like straight after.
Controversial take here. If I was booking this match and I was Kenny, I'd have Kenny hit a V trigger and not be able to make the cover straight away because he's too fucked up, and then have Kevin kick out.
Of a V trigger or a one wing?
Of a one wing thing. Sorry, I have hit the one wing angel.
I mean, to be honest,
not go straight in. Like give him like not make the cover for like 5 seconds because he's like rolling around on the floor hurt, and then when he gets the cover, like maybe like drape an arm over and have Kevin kick out like 2.99.
Like I don't know with that because that then diminishes. Can't believe I'm going to say this. That then diminishes the fact that MJF did kick out because MJF did kick out, but it's got an asterisk on it where it's like
that's because the ref was down and it was like a 20-second delay.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. It's like MJF's like bragging, right? So the fact that like no one else has done it, like
Mad Kurt.
no, from Kenny Ibushi.
That's the power of love. That's different.
You put some respect on Laredo Kid.
I fucking watched that live during COVID. I thought I was having a fucking nervous breakdown.
And Bobby Fish.
Nah, Bobby Fish was the GTS.
Oh yeah, sorry, I kicked out of 1. I thought it was 3.1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't Andrade try and do that as well at Triple Mania?
Probably.
Yeah, against Kenny.
They're all fucking at it at Triple Mania. The fucking carny bastards. But yeah, I think that the next person to kick out the one winged angel is probably Ospreay at Wembley.
Yeah, I could buy that. But I would not be if you want to make Kevin Knight look. I mean, he can kick out of a hellacious V trigger, but
I think Kevin's gonna definitely like come out of this like a much bigger star than when he went in. Like for sure, I think they're gonna make it so by about halfway through this match, you'll be convinced that Kevin could do it because he's that good. Just to interrupt this, do you want a bit of breaking news?
Yes.
Go on.
Tony Khan says that Anna Jay has signed a new contract.
Yes.
She's currently injured. Apparently, she had an MRI last week.
Oh.
So yeah, there we go.
Hope she gets better.
Yeah, and boo. Yeah, but I mean, I just say, Jay, this I can't see. I mean, Kevin's going to go out and look like $1 million, isn't he? Kenny doesn't make people look bad in the ring. And Kevin Knight's not a bad wrestler to start with. So
yeah, I think this is probably going to be like the match of the night.
To the surprise of no one.
Mm-hmm.
I say that it's a toss up between this and Fletcher and Bandido, isn't it?
So it was just really, and more breaking news. Apparently, Tony Khan has said he's also going to grant Ty Mello her release.
Oh.
TJ just cursed on it. Never going to happen.
Told. Wow. What? When did he say that?
I'm guessing the press conference is on.
Is Sammy gone?
No, Sammy's still there.
Sammy's still there, isn't he?
He's just had Andrade backstage.
Here's the thing, right? I feel like Ty Mello was so big, wasn't she? And then like it just like, yeah.
So I was trying to show me something else on her phone. Hang on.
Yeah, I'm just
Got
having
more
a
breaking
look
news
on.
here, folks. Nothing has changed for Sammy. Sammy still wants to be in AEW. Tony Khan said Taylor wants to step away from wrestling altogether. So
I mean, she's had like 4 or 5 matches since she came back.
mm,
Like, that's fair. That's fair. I mean,
yep.
not against Tay, but it's like it didn't seem like her heart was really in it when she came back.
And shocker, right? Tony Khan has noted he is looking at a number of recently released wrestlers.
Shall we get on to that then? Because
Yeah, should we start, anything we think might show up at this show?
I think Kyrie for me is like the big one that could.
Yeah.
To confront Tekla.
That
Yeah.
would be nice.
I mean, Mina was literally tweeting about her today.
Mina was tweeting her like literally like an hour ago.
Oh, give me that tag team, please.
Like Kyrie posted
For
that
me
picture.
specifically.
Kyrie posted that picture of her on a fucking motorbike, and I was like, "Yeah, you're coming for Tekla." And then like literally like 2 minutes later, Mina retweeted going, "Can't wait to see you again." I was like, "Well, I wonder what's going on there."
Also, sorry, Tony Khan said this is a weird comment to make. Swerve is on good terms with AEW, and he will answer more about Swerve after Redemption.
I thought Swerve was just taking time off.
Yeah. Because he's doing his
on account of the fact that he almost died wrestling Will Ospreay last month.
He did lose a lot of blood.
And
he looked like he had a
with his
gunshot in his
music
head.
as well.
They're still currently trying to put all of the blood back into Swerve that he lost during that match.
That step spot was one of the most insane things I've ever fucking seen in a wrestling match. Just the way he fucking his head hit the fucking steps. It was like, and then it instantly bleeding heavily. It's like, yeah.
So we have to talk about the other elephant in the room, that Andrade Alilo turned up in Zelina Vega's first vignette that she released after she got released.
I've got a fucking horrible feeling that Malachi is coming back.
He is, isn't he?
It might be okay this time. It happened to Andrade.
Buddy's just got cleared.
Brodito could be
House of Black versus Brodito.
Nah, I think Bandito's just in fucking grave danger if that's the case.
Oh, that means Tom's right. Tom keeps saying that Brody's going to turn on him, and I'm like, no, they love stupid.
Yeah. Actually, no, I don't want that because we told Tom, nah, the power of friendship beats all.
Yeah.
So sweet boys.
Brodito are the new golden lovers fake. Don't you fucking dare.
Because that went so well for them.
Well,
they didn't have any problems ever. It's okay.
That's true. We did then get like the golden lovers too with Jericho.
Shut up.
Yeah, you don't like that, do you?
No, I don't. Shut up.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I think what's interesting is Brody's not on the card yet. So obviously we've not had any pre-show matches announced, have we?
No.
The
only thing they've announced
get...
for the pre-show is the tribute to that French wrestling band.
To the Rougeau.
I wasn't brave enough to pronounce
it.
Jacques Rougeau.
Didn't Zelina and Malachi get released earlier than the other swathe of releases?
No, I think it was all at the same time.
Was it?
All at the same time. The only ones that were a different date to everybody else was
the New Day. Yeah.
And Jeff Cobb.
Mm-hmm.
And the other
He's
one
going back to Japan, isn't he?
The other one that left as well that I can't remember the name. Oh, Tangelo.
How could we forget him?
How could we forget
Antonio Inoki wishes he could.
Fucking hell. But yeah, I think that. See, I've got a horrible feeling that Malachi's coming back, and it's like
black.
Well, back to black. Yeah. The thing is, I think with guys that have left AEW and will be then coming back again, you've just got to look at Andrade to see.
What
okay, if I actually fucking work hard, and don't just go in and expect to be like, have like creative control and given like the spot, like the Hogan treatment, like you'll do good. But it's whether he's changed his attitude. Well, all I'll say with that.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Check his Tumblr, see if he's saying it.
Anyone else think? I mean, the other one as well, who's got potential is Joe Gacy, because all his mates are there now.
No, thank you.
Is anyone Joe Gacy there?
Yeah, just don't. Not against him. I just don't see what he adds to this roster.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, just only because he's mates with Mox, he's mates with Sam Callahan.
Yeah.
He's mates with Eddie Kingston.
Could we get Sammy and thingy?
He's been working backstage, hasn't he?
Sammy's retired.
Yeah.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, we've seen him, man. He's not in a good way physically.
The man can barely walk because his legs are fucked. Because he broke his
So-
leg like about 4 times.
Because I always have this thing with Sammy is that Sammy isn't great by himself, but he's very good with whoever he's wrestling. Like if he's with someone who's good, you know what I mean?
Revolver have been teasing they're going to do a full Switchblades
They
reunion.
absolutely have to.
Well, they're going to. They've announced like it's, I don't know where it is. It's going to be, but on the show basically Mox, Sammy, and Joe Gacy are all there, and they've said like full Switchblades.
Are they still on
reunion?
Triller or are they on AEW now?
I believe they're on AEW now.
Okay.
Nice.
I think, as far as I'm aware.
I just need Mox on comms all the time, to be honest.
One more bit of breaking news. Not really breaking news. One more bit of recent news. Mercedes Moné is going to be DJing over the All-In weekend at the Sweet Chin Music.
Oh, at the party.
Oh,
They had Swerve,
nice.
didn't he? Like dancing to like.
They had Prince Nana DJing on the last one.
Yeah.
That'd
be fun.
Yeah. Do you guys think anyone else is gonna?
I don't think we'll see. I think it could. If there's anyone, I think Kari's the most likely because of what you said, Jay. I don't think we'll see any of the tag. As I say, it makes no sense to do the guns with Detroit next week for Dynamite. And I can't see anything else. I don't know.
The only other thing I can think of maybe happening is more returns, as I say, buddies.
Mm.
We could get a House of Black vignette. We could start doing them though.
Yeah, but I don't want that.
I know you don't, but that might be what happens.
I mean, what if Brody turns? What if Brody comes out to like save Bandito after his match to stop the beatdown, and then Buddy turns up to like stop him from saving him? You know what I mean?
Missed him.
No, just stands there and stares him down. I was like, "Don't do that. You're not him. You're with us." You know, and then we all start having the fear of Malachi coming back. So.
and then friendship wins.
Sure. Should have Kota Ibushi come back with one leg?
Doc Gallows was backstage at the taping last night.
He sure was.
Oh no!
He's also signed to MLW, so I don't think anything's going to come of that.
Good.
We're
safe. Sourboy's the worst.
He was probably just trying to sell people danglies, mainly Kyle Fletcher.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Kyle Fletcher will buy all of his danglies.
Yeah, they could never be allowed to coexist.
No.
Have you seen that? Is it his and AJ Styles' son?
Yeah,
tag team now.
They're tagging against the Good Brothers somewhere.
The new Bullet Club, yeah.
Yeah, they're doing them. Yeah, I don't know where it is, but they're doing AJ's son and Gallows' son versus the Good Brothers.
Yeah.
But I don't have a clue where the fuck they're doing it, but that'd be
cool.
A
real big problem.
AJ's son's fucking awesome though. Have you seen clips on?
Yeah.
No.
Like, he does the fucking, Ben will know what I mean, the fucking TNA AJ like slide under shit.
Yeah, he does a spiral tap, mate.
Yeah, he done that on his debut match. He did that fucking spot that AJ used to do where he'd slide under the guardrail.
Yeah, and then do like a
and then do a forearm off the guardrail.
Yeah,
it's like fuck me. That's awesome. I hope he goes to AEW eventually. And
have him and Sting's son.
Yeah,
they just fight each other forever.
TNA's back, baby. It's AJ versus Sting.
Don't speak that into existence.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna be AJ and Sting, and then Jarrett's gonna come back.
Right. On that note, I think we should probably call it there then.
Please, to save me,
before we develop into TNA fancy booking. That's a dark path. Okay, so that is going to be our.
Ryan said that he couldn't do this because he's too famous now.
Yeah, I know why Ryan couldn't do this, but
was he working?
Yeah. No, he's playing fucking Among Us.
Is that why?
Because he sent me a message asking if I was he tagged me asking if I was playing, and it's like, no, do the fucking podcast.
Right, sound. So yeah, hopefully we'll pop back in either on here. You'll either see us on here or on Tom Clark's main event doing a little review of the show in the next week or two. Yeah, if we're not back to review it here, we'll definitely be back for a little All In preview. We'll talk about that. Sure. Are you coming to All In, Faye?
Yeah, we're just waiting. We haven't bought our tickets yet, but we will do. We've got our hotel, so down there.
Fair. Yeah, so we're all going to be All In. So we're going to be watching that live. Can't wait. I'm also going to Mystery Wrestling because Mystery Wrestling.
It's the best thing.
Yeah.
There's also a Mystery Wrestling show this weekend.
True.
Day before.
Did you see Mystery Wrestling in your yard?
I haven't watched it yet. I'm going to
watch it. Is it good?
It's fun. I've only seen clips, but it looked very, very funny.
I saw Stu jumping off a truck.
And then they cut to like sort of falling like 3 feet into the ring.
Oh.
It was great. Yeah, go and watch that. It's great. Watch Mystery Wrestling. Support Uno. He's the best person in the world.
The Mystery Wrestling show the day before has got Daddy Magic on comms and Leo Rush as the announced talent.
When I met him at the Mystery Wrestling show in Wales, I asked him about Warhammer and he looked really scared.
Who? Why?
Because him and Chugs had talked about playing Warhammer games on the AEW Games podcast. So I was like, would you consider Warhammer? And he's like, I'll play the games, but I don't want to do the models. I was like, that's fair enough.
We need to get Claudio doing like a tabletop one.
I need to 3D print a little Warhammer scale figure of Uno and give it to him. No, that's how I'm going to get him in.
That'd be good.
That'll do it.
But you've also got to make one for Claudio.
True. I mean, Claudio's already in, mate. Claudio actually actively plays Warhammer. It's fine.
I know, but he'd appreciate that.
He would appreciate it.
Right, on that note, then we'll call it a day. So yeah, we'll be back on some capacity to review the show, whether it's here, whether it's with Tom.
Probably here. No,
let's not make promises we can't keep here, Jay. Come on.
No, come on. Let's do it here. Come on.
I can't do Tom Clark, so that's why I'm saying it'll probably be here.
It's because you can't.
We can do here.
I just can't do next Friday. I'm busy.
No fair. Well, we'll figure something out. If you crave our opinion, if you crave our opinion, we're all so white. We'll give it to you. Don't worry about it. So see you next time for some AEW. What's it called? Redemption. I forgot it again.
Retribution.
AEW Retribution, Revolution, Redemption, whatever it's called these days. Yeah, we'll talk about it next time.
Oh no.
See you all later. Goodbye.
Bye.